Hello everyone. Let's start a new chapter in the Indian economic development, that is chapter 8, Human Capital Formation in India. Well, before we start with this chapter, let me tell you one thing, that one topic when you see in your books has been written as education as an element of human resource development. Let me tell you, this topic has been eliminated from the point of view of the boards. Now, let's go ahead and start with the topic concerning regarding the chapter human capital formation, the short form of which we will be using in this current chapter, that is HC and F. HCF, which means human capital formation. Now, what is human capital and how is it formed? Let's try to first understand that that every person who is working has got some skills and knowledge and expertise. This knowledge and skill, the total knowledge and the total skill which is available with a nation is called human capital. And the technique to form this skill and expertise is called as human capital formation. The skill and expertise which any country has at any particular point of time is called human capital, and the technique to grow this human capital is called as human capital formation. Now, when you see that, when I say that there are some techniques of growing this skill and expertise, we mean that there are some sources by which human capital can be obtained. Let's try to first understand that how can human capital be formed using some of the sources. What are its determinants? What are its factors? The first point which says about the sources of creation of human capital formation is the expenditure on education. Well, all of you know that education incurs a cost, which is very important determinant for creation of human capital. Generally, families in our country do not hesitate to spend on education. The reasons simply being the fact that they all want the students, the kids, the children to get education and get a nicer job. This getting of better quality job with better education is referred as returns on education, and this return generally I believe that will be very high the more people take quality education. So they are ready to spend more on education, and the more is spent on education, the more skilled, the more quality, the more expert people become. Second point says that expenditure on health. What happens is when people tend to spend more on medical facilities or on their health, they remain fitter, they remain fit, they remain healthy for a longer period of time. And when they remain fit or healthy for a long period, they tend to be more productive, which they tend to work more, they tend to take high efforts, which leads to adding to more of the GDP. Now, these all, if proper health is there, people will tend to work more, is an analysis that is made compared to a person who is remaining sick or unhealthy for a longer period of time. So people generally do not hesitate to spend on health facilities because this will make them healthier for a long period of time, which will lead them to produce more. Third point, the sources of human capital formation says that on the job training. Now what happens is when people get to have a job, before working for the job, they train for it. They learn what they are supposed to do in the work. This is called on the job training. This training is given to the people who are hired in jobs so that they become skilled and developed in the work that they are going to do. Because if they become skilled, this will lead to increase in their efficiency. Now, this on the job training generally is incurred, the cost for on the job training is incurred by the firms, by the companies which hire people. And this training is only given because people will become more skilled, and when they get into the job, they will do their work more efficiently. Fourth point which says about the factors of human capital formation is migration. Now, what happens with migration is that you know that migration means that when people move from one to another place for a better quality job. Now, what happens is when people move to a different place for a better job, this movement of people is for getting a better job, and this better job can be available only when they are skilled and qualified. Now, but when they migrate, there are some costs which are incurred. The cost of transportation from one place to another, and also the cost incurred for living in a different place. All this adds up are taken by the all these costs are taken by the people who generally migrate, and they migrate only because they know that they are technically more skilled to avail a better high quality job. And the last one which says the sources of determinants of, or sources or determinants of SCF is the expenditure on information. Information over here means that the job markets and the institutions which offer specialized skills, people generally get to know more information about them. When people make an expenditure on knowing about different job availabilities in different places through newspapers, through internet, they incur a cost on it. And this expenditure is made only because people, by staying at one place, can get to know about better quality and skilled jobs in different places. So generally they make an expenditure on this searches, which is called as expenditure on information. So some of the features, let me again repeat it for you. For human capital formation is expenditure on education, expenditure on health, expenditure on migration, expenditure on information, and the last one is on the job training. I hope with this video you are able to understand the meaning of the word human capital and the sources which are needed for human capital formation. Thank you everyone.